The advice presented in this broadcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. It should be assumed that the panelists are not experts in any topic that may arise. Yes, including that one. Be advised at your own risk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Questionable Advice on this happy Tuesday. It's been a while since we saw you, friends, so we're hoping to reconnect for a minute. If you don't remember how this works, because it's been a while, or you just, you've never been here before, we are going to ask you in the audience to give us things that you need advice on. It could be anything. It could be work, school, relationships, love, friends, pets, whatever, anything in your life you need advice about, we're here to help you. If, we're going to give you some advice that's going to be really helpful, maybe you'll take that and put in the bank. Some of the advice you probably wouldn't really want to listen to, but that's the fun of the show, right? So come on, friends, if you want to right now, put in the comments anything that you need advice about, please, and we'll grab it during the show. If you can't think of anything at the moment, but think of anything along the lines, definitely put it in the comments and I'll share it. Oh, look, Evan's here. Good morning and happy Tuesday to you too, please. And I have brought around a wonderful panel of friends to give you the best advice. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Today we have Carrie, Lacey, and Patrick helping us out to give some advice. Okay. So, while we wait for the advice to come in, maybe everybody could just give a little quick introduction and tell us where we can see you outside of the show. Carrie, if you want to go first.
Sure. Thanks, Dayna. I am going to be performing in my first Helix show tomorrow night for Improv Wednesday, so I'm really excited. My team has gone through a couple different iterations of names, so TBD as to what we end up being for this season, but I'm really looking forward to play with them tomorrow.
Awesome. And next we'll hear from Lacey. Hi, Lacey.
Hi, everyone. I am also on Helix Nights. If you went to a Helix Night, you probably saw me last season as well. And this time I'm on Team Escargot Pants. Very excited about the name.
Nice. And hello, Patrick. It's nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I can currently be seen on Helix Night as well. I won't be performing for a couple of weeks, but yeah, I'll be seen on that night. I'm on the same team as Carrie, and there's team name drama is what I was thinking of saying. We'll get through it.
Nice. Okay, well, we've got some great questions coming in. Let's see. Let's start out with this one. Our first question is from Olivia Ward, and she wants to know how to pop your back yourself. Does anyone have any knowledge to share?
As a chronic back pain sufferer, I gotta tell you to get all of the tools. Like, get the Advil, get the Bengay or whatever cream, the little CBD cream helps a little bit. Acupressure mats are fantastic. TENS units are great. And if all else fails, I have one of those like hook self massagers here. So I'll just dig in until I need to crack it up and then move it around. But yeah, it's really fun being in pain all the time.
Oh no.
I don't know this is if it's good or bad. I use drugs. My doctor prescribes me this medication called baclofen, and one tablet puts me out, and then when I wake up the next day, my back is semi-fine. So get a prescription.
Okay.
Patrick, that's great advice, but I will say popping my back is one of those things I love to do, and I do it on my own, but the best back pops that I ever got was when I was a student at the desk, when you could push the desk and then push your back up against the chair. So if you really want to pop your back, what you need to do is go back to school. Ideally, I know this is COVID times. It doesn't matter. Break into a school if you want to and use one of those desks, because that is the best back therapy I ever had. And if you want, maybe go on Craigslist and purchase a desk for yourself, put it in your living room, and just pop your back every day with that.
Nice.
And to clarify, you mean the desks that are like attached, right, to the chairs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, that also adds to the home decor. So I'm really on board with Lacey for this one.
Nice. And Olivia says that she's 13 and in school, so she can
Well,
totally.
you know what? Then there it is. I will tell you. Just and then you can get make sure it's a desk that has plenty of gum and graffiti on it, because then it's been through some shit, and it will crack your back with vim and vigor. So just do it. It's the best.
Isn't that a trend now for kids to steal stuff from school so you can be trendy and pop your bag?
If not, it's now going to become like a big thing on TikTok just because of this show.
Right? I'm going to call that one solved. Okay, our next question we have from Evan. Evan wants to know, how late should I stay up late playing Minecraft tonight? I think I can handle this one as a Minecraft player myself and also an adult with adult responsibilities. I think it's all going to depend on what you have to do tomorrow. You have to mathematically figure out what's the earliest adult thing you have to do tomorrow. Take probably an hour of prep time before so you can wake up, have breakfast, and then add 8 hours to that. So 9 total hours. So figure out 9 hours from your first adult thing tomorrow, and then that's the time you should go to bed. Adulting with math.
Dana, I don't know if I agree with that, because I'm a healing couch potato. So because I'm healing, I can play that game all night, all day until I'm healed. So, I mean, hey, I say play all night, Evan. All night. Forget about your responsibilities and just keep going. Start right now and just keep going until you get tired. And then start over and do it again. Then again and again.
I think along those lines, if you just continue to play, eventually you'll be absorbed into the game. And so then you don't ever have to go to sleep because you'll be living in the Minecraft world that you've created. So I would say just play, like Patrick said, all night into tomorrow, and then just let yourself become a little blocky character. Am I thinking of the right game?
Yeah.
And then just dive into that world and then live there, and then nothing here can bother you.
Nice. Okay. I think we saw that. So we will, next time we see Evan, he will be a little block dude.
We can only hope.
I mean, I'm not 100% convinced that he's not already. So Julie has a question. She says, I hate my boss. Any advice?
So, Julie, I'm just going to say this. First of all, have you applied for other jobs first? Do that first. And once you have your job locked in, you go into the boss that you hate, and then you cuss them out, and then you walk out, and then you go to your new job and just start a new life. Best advice ever. You'll get a new health plan, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I think, I have been at jobs where my boss was absolutely atrocious. And I think, a really good way to get out all of that shit is just to talk about them openly on social media. Talk about how much your boss sucks. It's really therapeutic. And, if you are friends with your boss on Facebook, that's okay, because what you say on the internet, it just doesn't matter. It's fine. So, everyone knows that the internet is just there. You can just say what you want. It doesn't have any repercussions. So just go for it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Or, one up your boss. Like, you should become your boss. Like, do a face-off sort of thing. Like, get your boss's face, put on your own face, and then just show up at work and be like, no, I'm you. I don't know who you are. Get out of here, and have them arrested for doppelganging as you. So then you become your boss. You get the power. You get all their good stuff. You get the money. And then, your life is so much better. You might have to live in their house, but maybe you could go over there and mess up some of their interpersonal relationships and just really have a good time with it. Why just keep it into the workspace?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Make it
Travolta
glow.
cage method. The Travolta cage method. I like that.
Make it global. I like that. Use all the social.
Diabolical.
Okay. So, and just a reminder, if you are in the audience, if you have a question, we've gotten some people who've joined us late, so I know you have some burning things you need some advice about. So feel free to put them in the comments.
There was a comment that I saw. I think Evan said it. It says, "I'm a block person," but I thought I read, "I'm not a black person." I don't know. I was like, wait, what? And then I went back and then.
Okay, I have some more questions here. I feel like I should be smart and pin these as my favorites so I can find them later instead of scrolling like 10.
I like how you just glossed over that, Dayna. You're like, I'm not even going to comment.
Yeah. That was some good advice. No.
Okay. I do a lot of facilitating in my real job, so I have a lot of practice just glossing over things or getting people back on track. Okay, so Misty has a question. She says, today is my son's 16th birthday. How do I allow him to drive without constantly thinking he's going to crash his car?
Ooh. Oh, Missy. Yeah, let Patrick, because Patrick was my spiritual guide through getting my nieces, me worrying about my nieces.
This is real. I mean, I don't know, because that's what I do for a living. I license people. You just have to let them go. When I'm in a car with someone, I'm not scared, but I'm scared on the inside, because if they don't do anything that scares me, it's okay. But then if they do something that scares me, then I make a face. So I just keep a poker face. You just have to let him go and just keep that poker face, because he needs to get that experience in. He should come to Carmichael. But he already has his license.
Yeah. Like I said, Patrick was my spiritual guide I raised my nieces, so they're like my kids, and one just recently got her license. And although I did not do this, I do recommend, if you're super worried about it, just get in your car and you can follow them wherever they go. It does take up some time. You might have to quit your job. But at least you know where they are and that they're safe. So, you can low jack their phone or the car itself and just follow them around all day.
So I think that the fear here is what needs to be addressed, because kids are going to drive and kids are probably going to make stupid choices and they're going to crash into things. So what you need to worry about or to work on is your fear that that's going to happen, because instead of fearing it, if you embrace it as an inevitability and maybe even find joy in it, then when it inevitably happens, you're going to be like, heck yeah, this is awesome that my kid crashed their car, because there's no fear left anymore.
Right? I like that, Carrie, and sort of building on that, I feel like you should, if it's inevitable, just make it happen. Just take your kid out and get them in a crash right now. Maybe 4 or 5 times. I think it's called there's therapy where
exposure therapy.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Just expose yourself to your child being hit, wrecking their car many, many times. Maybe don't use their real current car. Maybe get some disposable ones. I don't know where that would be, but that's
Barbie Jeeps.
Ooh,
just get a ton of those and just have your kid crash them over and over into telephone poles and ditches, and no helmets, right? No padding of any kind. Just see the pain happen and just say, okay, cool.
Right? If you don't have access to any disposable cars, there are cars on the side of the road all the time. Just go take one of those.
Yeah.
Evan is saying that this advice seems questionable.
It's almost like it's the name of the show or something.
Right? Okay. Oh, Misty says, see, Misty gets it. Joy in the crash. Got it. Yes. Oh. um, I think this is Megan. She said that she's in Facebook jail. Thank you. My hair is being nice today, so I appreciate it. Okay, we got some more questions coming in. I have some of the older ones in my back pocket. Let's see. So Shirley says, my dog is a bitch to 2 out of 3 of my kids. I'm not amused. How can I stop this?
Well, as a dog owner myself, she's the queen bee of the house. She's got let her be the bitch, or actually put them in the I say put them all in the kennel and let them fight it out, and whoever comes out first is the head bitch, the HBIC.
So you're proposing putting the children in the ring with the dogs. Just want to make sure that was clear.
Yes, they all fight it out, and whoever wins is the HBIC.
Well, I think going along with that, placing bets seems like the next logical thing, right? So I would just get the whole family and maybe go to a local dog park and just bring a bunch of those dogs over too and have them bet on either side. So that way, whoever wins, like inevitably the house is going to take home some of that money. So not only will you figure out who the HBIC is, but then you also get rich in the process.
Nice. I feel like we could live stream that.
Yeah.
I think sponsored by the Comedy Spot is exactly the angle Brian's going for.
I'd be so glad when I pitch it to him.
I feel like I love these ideas, but if you don't want to take the time to live stream, to go to the dog park, you would do what I probably would do, and that's just get rid of the 2 kids that don't get along with the dog. You can always rehome children. They're usually more wanted than pets, and for me, like, I feel like, yeah, there's plenty of people that want kids, so be a part of the solution and get rid of the 2 kids that don't get along with your dog.
Right? Because the dogs can't tell you that they're unhappy with the way you've been treating them, but kids won't shut up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aw. I love how Patrick's in the comments. Like, thanks, Patrick.
Well, because she said no, because she bites me, and I'm like, I'm sorry that she does that, but maybe give her treats or something so she won't bite. Because I actually, the comment I said before that was, well, then she's the HBIC. And so then I was like, I'm sorry she does that. So yeah.
Aw. Okay. Well, sweet. We got more questions coming in. Okay, so Kendra wants to know, how can I deal with stupid people that I don't want to? Well, I can take this one. As someone who, a lot of people are less smart than me, and you learn to deal with people as they come. Like, you can't let it be something that like bothers you after you're no longer there. Like, it's really hard because unfortunately there are a lot of people, and maybe they're not stupid, maybe they're ill-informed, maybe they're having a bad day, maybe they just are bad at whatever they're doing, and it's unfortunate. But like, if you don't let it, you just kind of let it wash over you. Like when they always talk about like mindfulness, like be in the moment, but don't like let your emotions get stuck in your body. So you just have to like accept it for what it is, walk away, take a deep breath, maybe do a little meditation when you're done, and hopefully it's not more of your day than not.
I would say get the hell out of there. Just like hightail it to the woods, befriend the raccoons, snuggle up to foxes. Like, they're going to be way better company than these stupid people are, at work or wherever it is you're dealing with them. I mean, they're everywhere, right? Like, they are taking over the planet. They are the only ones procreating. So I'd say just like leave it all behind, go start a cult in the woods, and just embrace your new life as a shaman of the woods.
Nice.
Nice. I was gonna say that today I had this stupid person, Carrie, as I walked by your house. The lady I'm struggling with the walking. The lady was behind me. She saw I was struggling with my two dogs. She had her dog, but she still walked past me instead of crossing the street. And my dogs went crazy. And that's where I almost stumbled in front of your house. I thought it was dumb because she was behind me and saw me. And I just, yeah, I was in the moment. I just stood there and made a face at her. And I just thought she was dumb. So that's what I do. I make faces.
Nice.
You guys are really nice. I just say murder the people that piss you off and are stupid. We have to deal with so many stupid people nowadays, and it's even more prevalent now that we have social media. We're constantly hit in the face with stupid comments and, ideologies. So just like kill a couple people, and there'll be a few less stupid people on the planet, and then maybe you'll make a couple other people happy about it.
But Lacey, I think about that all the time, and the only thing is the consequences afterwards. I don't want to be someone's boyfriend in prison. I'm that cute, so.
Yes,
Please
you
don't do
are.
that. Please don't try any of this at home. Try nothing.
So you have that on speed dial. So
I
like
do.
as soon as someone says something really messed up, you're like, no.
Yeah, I have many options.
This
I
advice
think
is
you've
not
used
approved.
that on me
Proceed
before.
with caution.
But it's really fun for Evan that's like, oh, that's right. That's my voice. I would just like to say, with this particular piece of advice, while I love everybody's advice, it's really just a Band-Aid for the long-term issue. And what we need is a long-term plan, right? So how about we start a initiative to get smart, well-educated, not dumb people to breed more. We need to outbreed the dumb people. I don't have any kids, but I would like to breed. So please, help me find a man. Let's go round up a bunch of smart people. We could get some surrogates going. We could get a whole smart people farm. Is that a thing?
Okay, so I'm on board with this. But add it to the cult in the woods, right?
Yes.
So this is the premise of the cult in the woods is that only if your IQ is above a certain level, and you've got the capability of procreating, can you come live in this cult? Yeah. And just be surrounded by other smart people.
And it'll also has to be emotional intelligence as well. We want to make sure we breed well-rounded children.
But who's going to be the leader of the cult, though? There has to be a leader.
No, it has to be a democracy, or it becomes too Kool-Aid-y.
Yeah, democracies are all right.
Right. And once we reach enough population, we can then come out of the woods and take over the rest of the country.
There you go. I mean, I unironically have thought of that myself at some point. I'm on board.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be the door guy.
You won't participate. You'll just make sure you test it. Oh, you're going to be like our who's the one who gives the riddles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The gatekeeper.
That one. The mythological thing. What is it? A sphinx. A sphinx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll give us the riddles for the people, and only if they get the riddles right can they enter.
Nice. That's great. Okay. Oh, so we got a question from Kyle. Kyle says, I may have jury duty this week. How can I make sure I get picked to control the fate of another human being?
Well, my advice to him is to just be himself, because he has gotten really close to being picked to be on a jury before. So just smile, be yourself, say you have a lot of extra time, which is false, but just say that if you really want to be in charge of another human being's fate.
So I think at this point, you probably want to take a little bit more control over how you get chosen for the jury. So just being yourself probably won't cut it. I'm thinking you're going to need to go collect like 5 stones, and you're going to put them all in like a glove, and then you're going to take control of the universe. And then when you do that, you can have control not only over one human being, but then like the rest of humanity. So I'd say you need to up your control issues and your aspirations for world domination. I mean, really like galactic domination by like 10,000%. But I think you can do it, Kyle.
Yes.
I agree with you, Carrie. That's all I have to say.
I would just like to take this time to complain that I will never get on a jury, probably, because they don't like to put lawyers on juries, which is dumb. Like, I know the law. Put me on a jury, please.
They're afraid that you're going to take down the whole system. You're going to like poke all of the holes in the legal system.
Right. They always say that like the side that is like, I don't know if the law's on our side, but you know the personality and the like, oh, this is so sad is, then they don't want a lawyer to be like, I don't care if it's sad. The law's the law, kind of thing. So that's a fun thing for you guys to all know now.
Oh, they pick lawyers?
What? Well, because a lot of times they don't want to pick a lawyer just because like one of the sides is going to be like, no, I don't want you to like ignore how sympathetic my client is for the law.
Right.
Like, yeah.
So they pull out the fake tears and you're like, I don't give a crap.
Right. Or sometimes if the defendant is representing themselves, they definitely don't want a lawyer because they don't want someone better at that job than them.
Yeah.
So Dennis says that it's true that there is a deleted scene that showed Thanos just wanting to go to jury duty.
I knew it.
I've seen that. Yeah, it was really interesting. It was all in black and white as well. There were 12 other guys with him just waiting to see. It was interesting. Yeah.
I just didn't want to make the Marvel reference, so that's how I just agreed with you.
Oh, and Jennifer says, so if I want to get out of jury duty, I should go to law school. You should. I even got my mom out of jury duty when I was in law school just by mentioning that her daughter was in law school.
You know, another pro tip, this is just, I don't know how I know this. I just know it. Just say you have IBS and they don't want you on the jury pool.
Oh.
You will have to be excused because you have to use the resty room. So just IBS it up if you don't want to be on it. But Kyle apparently wants to. So
Kyle,
very regular, and you know when you go at 8 a.m. every morning and you're good.
I say, what's the reverse or the opposite of IBS? Like eternal constipation syndrome or something? So you're like, I got that, so I can hold it all day.
Right. Maybe you probably shouldn't talk about your biological functions at all if you want to get on a jury, because they probably don't want to hear it. It'd be super fun, though. I really want to do it. Okay. Let's see. So Megan, who's over joining us on Twitch today, wants to know needs some advice on how not to get put in Facebook jail, because evidently she lives there now. If you're not familiar with Facebook jail.
I can say this about Facebook jail. I almost got put in Facebook jail because someone made a comment about English people, and I said English people are ugly. And then I got this message saying that I got a message saying it was a weird message. They said you can't say that, and if you do it again, you're going to be put in Facebook jail. So don't call people ugly. That's what I say.
Oh.
Yeah, I think, a good way to stay off of Facebook jail. One time I got the same thing, but it was for cannibalism. True story. And it was because I was looking at my friend's new baby and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to eat his little feet. And someone reported me for cannibalism. So don't say you want to eat baby feet, apparently.
Sorry.
Is nothing sacred?
Not anymore.
Okay, so no stereotypes, no eating babies. I mean, it sounds like what you have to do. I'm on this inevitability kick apparently. So, if you're just gonna be put in Facebook jail, I would say make it a really nice, cozy place. Like, get together with other people who are in Facebook jail and then figure out either like how to scale the wall or like dig a really, deep trench and come out into miles of poop. Or like you could turn it into a really productive thing where you better yourself and humanity, because wouldn't it be nice if we use the internet for that instead of just calling English people ugly and saying we want to eat babies? I don't know.
Yeah. And you can also, if Facebook jail was an actual like place, take that time to learn. I like that you have that, and like learn to make shivs, learn to make prison wine. These are all really good like life skills, I think. So, you can take that time off and just learn these skills. Duolingo.
Become an entrepreneur, and then on your way out, I mean, you come back to Facebook, but then here you are as a sommelier and a weapons expert. Like, people are going to be clamoring for your services.
And you'll join that cult, the smart cult, with all of these newfound skills. That may up your IQ enough to join the smart cult in the woods.
Okay, so now we have like requirements, it sounds like. We're like starting our manifesto.
Yes.
Because clearly, like, it sounds like people are reporting things that, like, they're not taking in the context. And if you're, in the smart people code, you would get context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just want to say I don't actually want to eat my friend's baby's feet.
No.
That's
But
weird.
they'd be delicious with a little
They're so
barbecue sauce on them.
And I don't think all English people are ugly.
Well, that's good because we can't have you in Facebook jail. You said you didn't want to be a jail boyfriend, so.
Right. And I can't have you talking crap against my many, many British boyfriends. I mean, have you seen 2/3 of the Spider-Men? They're both British and very attractive.
Yes. I feel like the American one's the ugliest one.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I forgot the other two were British.
Right. The ugliest on the inside and out.
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to his
Hashtag shots fired. Okay. Just a reminder to the audience, we probably have time for a couple more, so if you do have a question, go ahead and put it in the comments. Let me see if I got something.
Patrick, you look so cozy.
I know. I want a Snuggie or whatever the heck's going on.
It's a Snuggie. It's not a Snuggie, but because my foot is broken, I have to keep it propped up, and there's a lot going on here. But just to make the story short, I'm in the blanket, and I didn't turn the heater on yet, and it's just cold, so I put the blanket on. But that's why I'm a healing couch potato.
Yeah.
And then my dog, yeah, it's just there's a lot going on here. There's many parts.
Well, I'm glad that you could join us, Patrick. Okay, so I got another one from Kyle. Kyle says that my friend has a parrot with a swearing habit. They also have kids who love to make bird sounds. I don't know if that's little bird sounds or swear words. Should the friends get rid of the bird, or does anyone know how to fix a bird's potty mouth?
Well, I think you guys already know my stance on getting rid of animals versus children.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Fast foods. I love Popeye's chicken, and I love their wings. So if the bird can't control its potty mouth, you just them and say, "I'm gonna make hot wings out of you."
Nice. I
I'm
mean,
all-
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like, I don't think there's anything to fix. I feel like swear words are fantastic, and I love them and I use them. And I feel like the younger we get children used to using them and get comfortable with them, the better life will be. I enjoy hearing children swear. I think it's hilarious. So I just say it's not even a problem.
Also, can we not give some credit to these parrots for learning another language? Like, here in America, we just don't value learning a second language. And not only are they learning a second language, but they're learning a different species language. So I'd say that we stop demonizing these parrots for being brilliant. We give them the master's degree that they deserve, the honorary doctorates at all of the, most prestigious universities. And we just get ruled by these parrots who are going to master English better than us. I should just say English. Hopefully they're learning swear words in all sorts of international languages. And then we're just going to have a conflagration. Is that the right word? No, that's a fire. We're going to have a conglomerate of parrots who are bilingual, trilingual, just ruling us.
I mean, I stan a bilingual queen. I mean, that is amazing. You've pointed out something, the interspecies language stuff. And also, so my brother-in-law had a parrot named Shithead. That was his name. So, go further with it. Name them things that are really, controversial. Get it out of the way. And Shithead was really cool, and he would whistle the Friends theme song, and he would say lots of bad things. And you know what? Good for Shithead. R.I.P.
English game ends. That's all I'm going to say. Cornish, that's what I meant.
You're still thinking of the English people.
Nice.
Stuck on it.
So Kendra did ask Patrick how cold it was. It's 13 degrees where she is.
So
it's not that here.
Since I've been laid up, my sister comes and visits me every morning, and she says, "Patrick, you keep your apartment freezing cold," which is very true. I don't turn the heater on, but I've been turning it on. But I have a heating blanket, so I'm just 48 degrees. That's what it is in Sacramento. What part of Sacramento do you live in, Lacey? I live in Midtown. It's 38 here.
Well, I'm also in Midtown right now, and my phone's telling me it's 52. So.
Well, I'm 3 miles from Midtown, and it's telling me 48. So that's weird.
It's those Arden Hills, it gets really chilly
those,
by about 4 degrees whenever you go 3 miles east.
In Arden, it's just a
snow-capped mountains.
Landscape.
Well, 47.
Oh. Still, that's a lot more than being in the teens.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I think Evan's trying to cause trouble. He said, if I can only attend one Helix Night team show, which one should I see?
Damn. Well,
Okay,
that's not fair.
Evan,
I'm
gonna answer that first. First of all, Lacey, you're outnumbered by 2 people that are on the same team. So, Evan, you would want to come and see Carrie and myself. Lacey, we love you. Your team was very funny on the first show, but and then Kyle is on our team too. So that's 3. Kyle is in there with you. So we'll jump you. So
You know
Evan,
what? I
I'm
want
bullying
to
you.
give you guys the my husband's on your team vote. But our team name, Escargot Pants, to me wins.
It's really
against
good.
What is your team name again? What is it?
What, Carrie?
Well, so the first week I wasn't there, but we had all voted on this team named Delta Sneeze, which was a play on words for Delta Breeze, like the Sacramento Delta. But apparently everyone associated it with COVID, the Delta variant, and sneezing. And so people were like, oh, we don't want to be, like that. So then, Patrick, you could probably tell the second part of it, where the other idea came from.
So the other idea came of thunder thighs and raptor arms or whatever, or raptor legs. So then people were like, thunder thighs was offensive. But my thing is it came from a monologue that somebody told that night where everybody went crazy laughing. So that's why I don't think thunder thighs is offensive. I could see where it could be, but it was just a funny name. But
Well,
so we're going.
I laughed when I heard it. I asked Kyle if they were just describing my body type, and I think it's hilarious.
See, that's why
But no,
the,
it's from two separate monologues.
yeah.
But mine is from ours is from a scene. I was a French fashion kindergarten person, and we talked about cargo pants, and I said escargot pants, and I'm very proud of it. We had lots of really good team names, but that was the one that ended up winning out. So,
But I just think,
maybe see the last half of their show and the first half of mine.
Oh, nice.
Compromise.
well, Evan, why don't you just come and watch all 3 teams?
Oh, there's 3 teams?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Assuming everyone is healthy enough to play. Yes, there will be 3 teams.
I think that, well, every team deserves to be watched. I think the most important thing you're forgetting is that regardless of what team you watch, you should definitely hit the bar on a Wednesday. I highly recommend it.
No, all 3 teams are great, but you're going to boast for your own team. But like I did say, Lacey, we have Kyle, and then there's me here and Carrie here. What are you going to do?
I know I didn't get to see you guys because I was getting notes, but I will say I'm sure your team is amazing based on who's on the team, and I can't wait to see you guys perform. But
Kyle did a great job hosting too.
I saw 3 minutes of it.
Oh, this is all very cute. I love it. I think that we should not listen to Evan's question and then just go watch everyone.
Yeah,
Even
go
the
watch
people
everybody,
that
especially Q whale songs, which did not get represented tonight.
Oh, true.
They are not here. I love Q whale songs as well.
Nice. Okay, I think we have time for one more question before you have to wrap it up. And I think Missy's on to us. So she added a little bit to the end of her question. She said, any advice on how to make my husband stop snoring that doesn't require me suffocating him with a pillow?
I can say medically, if your husband's snoring, he probably has a sleep apnea. And I have one, and I use the sleep apnea machine. And it's been the best thing that I've ever done since I went and discovered that I had a sleep apnea. It helps out a lot. Or you could just simply take the pillow and kill him.
No, she doesn't want to kill him, Patrick.
Oh, she doesn't want to. Oh, okay. Well, I take the killing part back. Go to the doctor, do a sleep study. Then they tell you, this is what happened. They tell you all about your sleeping and stuff like that, and how many times you stop breathing at night because of the snoring, and then they suggest the CPAP machine, and it really works. It really does.
Nice.
It's
Yeah, and as a partner of, like if you are a partner of someone who is wearing a face mask and a hose every night to sleep, I would say you should probably get in the mood a little bit. So maybe watching some Star Wars to really get into like how Darth Vader sounds and just some of the other droids on that, in that movie and in that world. I would say watch that to just kind of get you prepared for it. And then who knows, maybe eventually it's going to be like kind of a turn on, like maybe a fun thing that you and your husband like are role playing in the Star Wars universe. And maybe it'll just lead to some more fun in the bedroom.
Ooh. I was going to go a different direction with this, but now that you've talked about like sex and I was going to talk about my dad snoring, I just want to go there. So we're going to talk about a better way is to sleep standing up. A lot of the issues with snoring are because you're on your back and like your throat is kind of getting caught up. So if you're able to fashion a bed that's upright that you can strap him into with like a seat, like a car belt buckle, he'll be good. He won't snore anymore. You have to strap in the head as well, because otherwise he'll be like this, and you've heard it on a plane. You've heard snoring on a plane before. So you want to make sure that he is completely strapped in. And, you can opt for it as well, but you can also sleep in a bed right next to his upright bed. And, he also will get really strong legs from it, like a horse.
Nice. I think my thought process sort of went in a similar direction as Carrie's, because I also thought to myself, famous villain, right? Because you know who canonically does not snore? Lord Voldemort. And do you know why Lord Voldemort does not snore? Because he does not have a nose. So really what you need to do is somehow rid your husband of his nose. You could do it with plastic surgery. You could do it, in a back alley. You can do it by, Horcruxes. Like, I don't care, but I think that is really, like, where you need to go. No nose.
Or just marry a snake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, Missy gets it. She thinks these are all fantastic. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Missy.
And we've also... Oh, Jennifer just noticed that Patrick has his puppet.
I know.
He's
Nope.
9 years old. He's beyond puppy, but he acts like one. Breath
Nice.
smell.
Yeah, take off his nose, have him sleep standing up, and watch Star Wars. I think that's
Right.
the combo.
Because you don't have to just take one piece of advice. Like, a lot of this on everything can be combined.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we have come to the end of our show. I would just like to thank our panelists. So thank you, Carrie, Lacey, and Patrick, for joining us today. And thank you, everybody, for watching. This was our... You had an extra empty spot today because Alex did a show yesterday. So we wanted to give you something fun to watch on a Tuesday. So hope you have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you all later. Bye!
Bye.